Hey, good morning, everybody. This is Steve from Mac Daddy Model Hobby. Welcome back to the channel. Thanks for stopping by. I'm a little late on this. This is my What Did I Buy Wednesday, hosted by Joe from Big Sky Model Workshop. Thanks, Joe, for sponsoring this. I appreciate it. So yeah, there's like I said, I'm a little late. I got real busy the last couple of days, but I'm putting it out there 2 days late, but that's okay. Still the same content. So yeah, what did I buy Wednesday? Okay. This week I did buy a couple things. So I need to first put out a warning. There's two channels that I caught and give me some ideas. So first we'll go with Matt's Models and More. The other day I was watching one of his videos. He had a couple tips on some tools that he uses, which I always like to see. Problem with that is every time I see it, I end up spending some money. But that's okay, because if these guys recommend them, they're probably a pretty good product and not a bad idea, and they solve some of the things that we have, issues with sometimes. So the first thing that he mentioned was Hobby Lobby sells the jewelry tools, and this one's a jewel picker. And I saw just someone else just put it on that he also got these two items from watching Matt's video. So what it is it's to pick up parts. It's got two tips. It's got a small one, then it's got a bigger one on the other end. And it works really nice for just picking up products or pieces, small pieces. Comes in pretty handy when it's really good for like headlights and all that, but even small pieces you can pick up, which is pretty cool. And it releases pretty easy. So yeah, that's one of them. The other one was this mat. I haven't opened it yet because I just got it the other day, but it's a sticky mat for small parts. Like jewelers use them for jewels or whatever. But the part will stick to that, and then if it's on your bench and you're not getting to it right away, it's a good place to put it. It stays stuck to that, and you won't lose it. So those two products came from Matt at Matt's Models and More. So thanks, Matt, for that. The other thing, he had another video of his 3 favorite tools that he uses, and this was his. He uses those tools, and there's a couple of them that he uses that are good too. But the other day I was working on my bulldozer, and I had a part that I wanted to glue, and I needed both pans, and I was trying to hold the model and then hold the part and then get the glue on so it would stay. So I just said, man, I wish I had something that I could put it in to stabilize it so I can work on it with both hands, hold one and dab glue on it or whatever. So he had showed this mini vise that he uses. Very cool. I haven't used it yet. It's got a little bit of weight to it. It's not plastic. And you can adjust it and put your piece in there and it'll hold it. So I thought this was excellent. I couldn't resist. So I was watching his thing, and right after it come off, hello Amazon, there I was ordering this. I use Amazon a lot because my daughter is she's a Prime member, so she gets free shipping for everything, and it's great because shipping always bothers me. I understand it costs money, but sometimes the shipping is almost as much as the part you want. So the free shipping is really cool. So my daughter, I just send her a text, this is what I want, order it, and she'll send back done, and the next day I've got it pretty much. So that's really cool, and helps me out a lot. So thanks, Chrissy. You're my, I don't know, shopper or my You're my go-to for sure. So I appreciate that. Um, so then, and thanks, Matt, by the way. Even though I do joke that you cost me money, but it's money well spent for sure. So I appreciate that, and most of them aren't that expensive. I go for the inexpensive stuff that I don't spend $1 million on, and I've got almost everything I need. But every once in a while, I'll see that thing that says, "Yeah, yeah, I got to have that." I guess it's a sickness. I don't know. But anyway, so the other thing that I bought, because I thought they're pretty cool, and they're not that expensive. I can't remember what they were. Maybe $8, $9 maybe a piece for two, actually, for two of them. So I was watching model building in retirement. I was watching Ken, and he had these markers, which is really cool because one end is a point and one end is a brush. One end is a fine tip, and this is a brush. And I used it the other day, and I'll show you what I did with that. And I actually didn't use the brush part of it. I used the fine point. Uh, really, really nice. I bought it. I bought silver and I bought black. So I was thinking on my bulldozer when I was building that, I would like to have uh, the bolt heads all, maybe, I don't know, gray, whatever. So it's going to be probably hard to see, but I did this with it and it was super, super easy. I don't know if you can even see it. Maybe you can see that. But that's what I did. Yeah. Okay. And it's just dot on there and it, just gives it a little character. So, and I got a ton of those to do on the bulldozer, so it's really cool. They work very, very nice. I like them. They're not that expensive, and they're cool. So, those are the things that I bought for Wednesday. Um, thanks thanks, Matt. Um, I need to get your address. I don't know if you do shop cards or not, but I love your channel. You got some pretty cool stuff going on, and guys, I'll have links in there. Get over to Matt's and check him out. He's got some good stuff, real good stuff. Talks about a lot of things, and that's what I like. He talks about, um, he had one about, you know, getting frustrated and whatever, and what do you do, and how you work through it or whatever, and try not to get too crazy about it, which I think could be easy to do. You can get overwhelmed because if you got too many projects going. I try to, right now I've been concentrating on the bulldozer, but I am going to break out the dump truck and start working on that because I want those two done, pretty close at the same time. And it's nice to have two models because if you get frustrated doing something and you just move, I just slide over on the other side of my bench and start working on the other one, and it's something a little different, and maybe things will go together quicker and better. And then when you go back to the other one, you know, after walking away from it for a little bit, then you do it, and it seems to help. Definitely gotten better at that in my older age. I used to work on a lot of cars, on my own cars, doing brake jobs and anything just about. I'm not really a mechanic, but I always tried to save money, and I just couldn't justify paying a garage to do. I had a friend that was a mechanic, and my brother-in-law was a mechanic, really good at everything. We call him MacGyver because he can fix anything. So I've always got those backups if I get into a jam. I got a pretty nice garage where I got all my tools that for a while at Harbor Freight, I kept buying tools, buying tools, buying tools. If I needed it, I don't like to borrow it. I went out and bought it. So I've got everything I need. So like just last week, I did a brake job on my wife's car. I got all the tools that I need. But I used to get angry. I mean, really angry, cussing and ticked off, and it just used to frustrate me. So then, as doing that, as I got older, I started to realize, well, that didn't get me anywhere. So just walk away. So a lot of times if I was working on something, I got frustrated with one part or trying to get one bolt out or whatever, I would walk away. Maybe grab a can of beer, have a beer, sit down, get away from it. Um, and that's what I do now. So as the older I get, I think the better I get, the more patience I get. I guess that's what it is, patience. So the model building really, I use the same thing there. If I get frustrated with it, I just walk away, come back to it another time, either later or the next day, and you got a whole new outlook. And it's just like, okay, I'm going to get this. This model's not going to beat me. So it's great. It's good for my mental health. Like I've said always before, it just keeps me on a nice even plane, and I love it. So I'm carrying on, and I'm sorry about that. But so yeah, check out those guys' channels. I'll have a link in the video in the description. Thanks to you all for watching. Please, you know, I don't know if Matt, if you catch this one, or Ken, if you guys have shop cards or do shop cards, you know, my address is in my description, my mailing address. And if you send me one, I'll get one out to you. I'll look on your sites for your addresses. If you want one, let me know, and send me an email or send me a comment that you would like one, and I'll get one out to you. I would really love yours. I've got a bunch of them on that door behind me. You can see. I've got probably enough to make another one that big. I got to get that together. I got to work on that. And then I don't know, I may figure something else out because I could probably fill my walls with some of them. But so I'm going to do that. I try to display them. I mention you guys. I watch you guys. I try to comment when I can. If not a comment, at least as a thumbs up or a heart or something, you know. So I try to do that. I try to comment, you know, when I can. That's another thing, you know, you can get behind on that pretty quick. I try to keep up as much as I can. I watch a lot of videos. I love the tips. I love the, you know, ideas. I love watching your progress. I love watching your work. You know, I just, I'm trying to get you to your level. The bulldozer's coming along. I think I'm ready for clear coat on most of the parts that I've got assembled. I do the clear coat. So that's coming. And then I got a lot more assembly to do too. So yeah, I think I'm getting better. I've watched a lot of videos and got a lot of ideas on glue. You know, I think I don't know if most modelers do it, but I think I get carried away with the glue sometimes, and it caused me more trouble than it was worth. Now I'm seeing it just a little bit goes a long way. So I'm trying to improve that. I don't know what channel I was watching, but there was a channel. They said, I've got, like I've been saving, one I saw was plastic bottle caps. I got those that I can put my super glue in or whatever, or even paint or whatever, and just dip and do it that way. But and they're fine, you know, they work really well. But someone had mentioned they use a old tile from like a bathroom or a wall or floor or whatever. So I had one laying around. It's pretty good size, and they say you can do the mixing of the glue on that, and then, you know, when it dries, you can just chip it off and clean it up and back to like a new slate again. So I just got that. I don't know how it works yet, but when I go back to building, I'm going to do that. Anyway, sorry I'm rambling on. I didn't mean this to go this long. I just wanted to get it out there. I was late on it. I apologize for that. But, you know, here it is. So thank you all for watching. Thank you all for checking my channel out. And thanks for the comments, the likes. I appreciate it. I love the subs. You know, keep them coming. You know, I'm climbing a little bit each time, which is cool. I'm happy with that. But yeah, please check out my channel. Pass it on, share it. If anyone wants a card and wants to share one, even if you don't want to share one, just send me give me a comment, whatever. Send me text. It doesn't matter. I'll try to get one out to you. Or, you know, you get my address is always in my description, my home address. If you see that and want to send me a card, send it. When I get it, I'll got your address on the envelope. I'll mail it right out to you. So appreciate it, guys. Keep it up. Okay, thanks. So that's it for me today. Like I said, a little late, but we're here. We did it. So until next time, see ya.